Hello friends, welcome to our podcast channel. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Ursa Minor and Draco, the two neighboring constellations. They have one thing in common: their leading star has at one time being designated as a pole star. Neither Ursa Minor, the little bear, nor Draco, the dragon, can be thought of as conspicuous constellations. None of their stars is brighter than second magnitude, which makes viewing them in high light polluted areas somewhat difficult. Now let me tell you about this magnitude of the stars. The apparent magnitude or the magnitude of the stars on a scale of 6, it decides on the brightness of the stars, and it grows from bottom to the top. That means if the star has a magnitude of 6, it is the less brightest or the least brightest star, and the one which has a magnitude of 1/6 will be the most brightest star. Now, however, in darker skies, both Ursa Minor and Draco, they can be identified readily, as both constellations do have a clear pattern to their stars. In the case of Ursa Minor, it appears similar to a smaller version of the plough in Ursa Major, while Draco's form weaves gently across the sky from Ursa Major over Bootes to Hercules and Lyra. Draco is a large constellation that winds nearly halfway around the north celestial pole. Despite this, however, it boasts very few sky objects of interest, although it does have an annual meteor shower, the Draconids, which peaks on 9th of October. Nu Draconis, in the head of the dragon, is a great double star for binoculars. Draco's other highlight is NGC 6543, the Cat's Eye Nebula, a planetary nebula seen as a faintly greenish egg in a small telescope. Ursa Minor contains several double stars, but its main attraction is the star Alpha Ursae Minoris, that is Polaris, popularly known as the North or Pole Star. Now, many believe that if a brilliant star is spotted, it must be the pole star. Unfortunately, this is a myth, as Polaris's magnitude is but a mere 2, placing it at the 49th brightest of the sky stars. This is not an insignificant star, however, having a diameter 30 times that of the Sun's. Interestingly, Draco's leading star Thuban was a pole star several thousand years ago. The change is due to the 25,800 year wobble of the Earth's axis, known as precession, which constantly changes where our North Pole is pointing in space. For this reason, the term pole star is only a temporary designation for whichever star happens at that time to lie at or close to the celestial North Pole. Now, Ursa Minor consists of the major stars Alpha Ursae Minoris Polaris, which has a magnitude of 2, and it is a pale yellow colored star at a distance of around 430 light years from us. The other star of Ursa Minor is Gamma Ursae Minoris Pherka, which has a magnitude of 3. So obviously it's a relatively bright optical double with a magnitude of 5 companion. 11 Ursae Minoris that is visible to the naked eye. The Draco, on the other hand, has a major stars as Alpha Draconis Thuban, which has a magnitude of 3.7. It's a bluish star more than a magnitude fainter than Draco's brightest star, Eta Gamma Draconis. The other stars are Nu Draconis Guma, which has a magnitude of 4.9. It's a double star with an equally bright companion 1 minute away. Both are white. The third one is 16 Draconis, which has a magnitude of 5.1. It's an optical double with the magnitude 5.517 Draconis, nicely seen with binoculars. Both stars are white. The other notable objects which are there in this constellation are NGC 6543, the Cat's Eye Nebula. It has a magnitude of 8.1, and the main feature of interest is it's a planetary nebula around 3,600 light years away from us. The dragon curls its body and tail around Ursa Minor, the little bear. So if you look into the north sky, you'll be able to locate both these constellations. On a clear sky in the northern hemisphere, it is easier to find the pole star. Hope you have liked today's story. Thank you and have a great day.